In this video, we look at this UC Berkeley Integration Bee question. This is a 2025 qualifying round question. So let's solve this integral. So we can start off by doing a U-sub. So we can start off by letting u to be equal to the square root of x squared minus 1. That's the denominator, right? So in order for us to differentiate this one easily, we have to take the square on both sides. So that is, you have u squared to be equal to x squared minus 1. So you can isolate x squared. That becomes x squared is equal to u squared plus 1. And then we can differentiate this one easily. So differentiating this one is 2x dx will equal to 2u du, right? So we can isolate the x by dividing both sides by 2x. So that implies that the x is equals to 2, cancel 2, and now you have u over x du. So this is an expression for dx that we can plug into our integral. Now we can find a change in limits, right? When x is 1, u is equal to the square root of 1 squared minus 1, and that is equal to 0. When x is 2, that is the upper limit, u is equal to the square root of 2 squared minus 1, and that is equal to the square root of 3. So those are the change in limits. And now we can take our integral from the x world into the u world. So our integral is the integral now from 0 to the square root of 3 of the square root of x squared. What is x squared? X squared is u squared plus 1 plus 2 times the square root of x squared minus 1 is u, divided by the square root of x squared minus 1 is u times dx. What is dx? Dx is u over x du. So this u and this u cancels, and we have I to be equal to the integral from 0 to the square root of 3 over the square root of u squared plus 2u plus 1 all over x du. But what is x in terms of u? So we can find an expression for x in terms of u from here, right? So if x squared is equal to u squared plus 1, then x is the square root of u squared plus 1, right? So we can replace that in our integral. So I is going to be the integral from 0 to the square root of 3. The numerator can be written as u plus 1 all squared. That is u squared plus 2u plus 1 can be written as u plus 1 all squared. All this in a square root divided by x, and x is the square root of u squared plus 1 du. So this one is the integral from 0 to the square root of 3 of u. This one will cancel, then we have u plus 1 all over the square root of u squared plus 1 du. So this is how our integral can be reduced to. So we can now split this integral into two different integrals. That is the integral from 0 to the square root of 3 of u all over the square root of u squared plus 1 du, plus the integral from 0 to the square root of 3 of 1 all over the square root of u squared plus 1 du. So this integral, we can call this one integral 1 and this one integral 2, right? So we can tackle them one after the other. So integral 1, I1 is the integral from 0 to the square root of 3. I'm going to multiply the integral by 2 and divide the integral by 2 to maintain equality of u squared plus 1 du. And I'm going to do another substitution here. You can call it the y sub if you want. I'm going to let y to be equal to the u squared plus 1. Then we can find an expression for du. So dy is going to be 2u du. So that means I'm going to replace 2u du with dy. Now the change in limits. When u is 0, y is going to be equal to 1. That is 0 squared plus 1, which is 1. When u is the square root of 3, y is going to be equal to the square root of 3 squared plus 1. That is 4. So those are the change in limits. Now we can take our integral from the u world into the y world. We have 1/2 the integral from 1 to 4 now as the limits for y. And 2u du can be written as dy, that is from here all over the square root of y. So this one is 1/2 the integral from 1 to 4 of y raised to the power negative 1/2 dy. That is the square root of y goes to the top as negative 1/2 power. So now this is now easy to integrate. This is the 1/2 y, add 1 to the power and divide by the new power from 1 to 4. So I1 is 1/2 y raised to the power half all over half. And this half will cancel this half. Then this is just the square root of y from 1 to 4. And plug in your limits, you have the square root of 4 minus the square root of 1. And that is equals to 2 minus 1, which is 1. So I1 evaluates to 1. So now the I2 is really, there's no much work in I2. I2 is the integral from 0 to the square root of 3 of 1 all over the square root of 1 plus y squared dy. If you know this one is just the sine hyperbolic inverse of y. I think it was u, I beg your pardon. So that is u. Y is the same variable. So this one is u. So 1 plus u squared du. So this one is the sine hyperbolic inverse of u. So this is how to integrate this function. So we can just plug in our limits now, really. So this one is the sine hyperbolic inverse of the square root of 3 minus the sine hyperbolic inverse of 0. We have to know that the sine hyperbolic inverse of x, this can be written as the ln of x plus the square root of x squared plus 1. So knowing this, we can find the sine hyperbolic inverse of the square root of 3, which is the ln of the square root of 3 plus the square root of the square root of 3 squared plus 1 minus sine hyperbolic inverse of 0 is 0. We plug in 0 here, that is going to give you 0. So this is going to be the ln of, this is the square root of 3 plus the square root of 3 plus 1 is 4, so that is 2. So I2 evaluates to ln of 2 plus the square root of 3. So that is I2. So we can now wrap up our integral. Our integral I is I1 plus I2. That is from here. Okay, so I1 evaluates to 1. That is the value for I1. So that is 1 plus I2. I2 is the ln of 2 plus the square root of 3. So this one is the value of our integral. So if we integrate the integral from 1 to 2 of the square root of x squared plus 2 times the square root of x squared minus 1 all over the square root of x squared minus 1 dx. This one evaluates to 1 plus the ln of 2 plus the square root of 3. This is the value of this beautiful UC Berkeley Integration Bee question. So if you find this helpful, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know how you can solve this. So anyway, that's it. I thank you so much and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.